Power 92. We are #1 in the streets.
Reminder about your chat feature, and you're good to begin.
Cool. DJ Nathis, WPWX Power 92. All right.
DJ Nathis, what's going on, King?
Bro, back again, man.
Man, I'm so happy to see you, man. How you doing, man?
I'm blessed, man. I'm good, man. Just, still doing the same thing, afternoons now, you know what I'm saying? Just grinding it out.
I see what you're doing up. I need that shirt from you, man. Put that in the mail for me, man.
Straight to space, baby.
That motherfucker fly right there. I love that. Yeah, that's hard, man. Man, good to see you, man. Thanks for the time.
Oh, it's all good. Thank you for the time, you know what I'm saying? But man, we go back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Traffic, Intruder, Black and Blue, man.
Man, we've been doing it a minute now.
We've been doing it a minute, man.
Yes.
The best thing about this is when we always talk about that grind, because you was like using your own money. You know what I'm saying? Using your own. And now you got hooked up with a distributor, you know what I'm saying? Distributor. You got Lionsgate now, you know what I'm saying? You're just doing big things. And this movie Fatale is like going crazy, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
It's so dope, man, that, for me, I know a lot of people are still discovering me, but, obviously the city, I'm from Gary, Indiana, all my family out there in Chicago. So I just want to shout out the city real fast, man. But it's dope, man, because people knew The Intruder, that thing hit for us. That was an independent film. Then obviously Traffic was also independent. Then we followed all that up with Black and Blue last year, which, that was one of my favorite films. But now coming back with this thing, man, I'm like, yo, this was the movie that I was raised on. This was the time, for y'all that's a little younger than us, y'all don't remember this, but like the 90s, boy, I used to go down. The 90s was like, movie-wise, the 90s was cold, man. You got movies like Fatal Attraction. You got these classic films like Basic Instinct. You know what I mean? So I wanted to go back to that world, and I wanted to do something because everyone's always kind of like, oh man, why they keep making Fatal Attraction? They keep making the same movie. And I'm like, man, y'all must not know who I am as a filmmaker. I'm not gonna give you the same type of movie. And I think Fatale, man, is just dope. You got 2-time Academy Award winner Hilary Swank. Let me say her name again. 2-time Academy Award winner Hilary Swank, yes. opposite one of our legends, Michael Ealy. And Mike Coulter, who is, for everybody who don't know his name, that's Luke Cage. And then we got Tyron Turner, who was Kane in Menace to Society. I'm like, I reached back in the time vote, like, let me get this dude and put him here. And it's incredible, man. It is one of those films where it will keep you guessing the whole time. You will go into the theater thinking that you're seeing something that's familiar, but I guarantee you 30 minutes in, you're going to be like, all right, he tripping. 30 minutes in, you're going to be like, okay, this ain't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And especially when you went back and you did grab dude, Tyron Turner. And that was like, when I saw him come in, I was like, oh, what's up?
Yeah, we got to get T in the movie, man.
Yeah. So, but you was that on purpose for you to make him kind of give that Menace to Society feel in that one scene with her when they went to go visit her at the crib? Was that on purpose?
Yeah, you know what, man? The Hughes brothers are the the two directors that made Menace to Society, and obviously we know that movie is a cultural phenom for us as people. So yeah, when I grabbed him, I wanted to balance the Michael Ealy character out in the film. I wanted to have the other side of, we all got family. We all got the dude in our family that's doing well. And then we got the other cousin that's like, man, he don't play no games. He just kind of like, yo, if you mess with the money, then I'm gonna have to tear your head off. And Tyron Turner acts that part. He's the cousin of Michael Ealy. He's the enforcer. He's the dude like, yo, Mike got out and I'm gonna make sure he stay out. You know what I mean? But the reference to, we dropped him back in the 5.0 in the movie, like Menace.
Yes.
I gave him all of those accolades because number one, I wanted to pay homage to the GOATs, the Hughes brothers. But number two, I was just like, man, how dope would it be for me to actually kind of put him in that world for us one more time to be like, remember, you know what I mean? And then I also dropped the Spice One, the music in there with him, you know what I mean? So I just really, I love that time, man. So we did it in this movie. And look, man, people seeing it and hit me OD. I'm like, yo, Deon, man, you tripping. Like, I love it though. I love it.
It was perfect. And when you go musically, bro, I want to say like when he was in there cooking for, you know what I'm saying? And he was trying to be spicy, and then Make It Last Forever came on. I was like, hey.
Yeah.
But listen, this is what people miss, because I was watching it with my wife and a few people. It was the rendition with the transition, the string section.
Yes.
That was cold, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's Jeff Zanelli, man. He also scored Black and Blue for me. But yeah, if you get a moment to see Fatale, however you can see it, I know theaters are not open out there, but hopefully in the next week or two, we might have an opening in Chicago and people could go see it. If not, in a little while, it's going to come to where you could get it at the house. But yeah, man, if you get to see this movie, the music is cold. So everybody out there that's listening to me and DJs talk right now, yo, it's cold, man. You're going to be like, okay, Make It Last Forever. And then we took Keith Sweat's Make It Last Forever and chopped and screwed it. Y'all, and I'm like, yeah, look, man, it's a movie for us, man. It really is. And it's a movie that has a really deep message for everybody out there that will see this film. And I'll give you this game for all the young listeners out there. What is the most important thing you have in your life? It's not money. It's not cars. It's not materialistic. It's not that belt you got. It's not that jacket you just copped. It's not that hat. It's not none of that. The most important thing you have in your life is your name and who you are. Once someone tarnishes your name, you can't pay no price to get that back. And this movie explores that, and it explores a Black man in a world where someone has accused him of something and he's trying to figure out how to get himself clear of that. And I just said, man, this is in 2020 with social media and blogs and all this stuff, you could wake up and be like, oh yeah, I heard he was this. And then everybody like, oh, he that. And now you like, man, I didn't do none of that. You know what I mean? So this is what the movie's about, which I think is really, really dope for our people. Yeah.
And you did it. A lot of young people need to understand. I'm looking at the camera and say this one right here. Your reputation will follow you from wherever you at. You cannot go to college and go out there and be busting down everybody and think that you're going to be cool later on in life. You will always be known as the busser. That's it.
That's it, man. And also, while we on that, while we just giving some knowledge to our youngsters out there, man, y'all be careful on that gram, man. Like everybody watching that. Although your fans is watching it, everybody else is watching it too, and you can't undo that.
Nope.
So remember we giving y'all some game, man. 10 years from now, you apply for that job, or you at that event, somebody go pull up one of them old posts. You know what I mean? With your nipple rings standing in the corner. Yeah, y'all gotta chill, man. But we definitely want y'all to see Fatale, man. It's a dope film. It's a movie for you and the homies. It's a movie for you and your wife, you and your friends. Like, it's just a dope movie that you could escape and have a good time with.
Definitely, man. So everybody go check that out. You're not doing theatrical releases yet. Y'all might do something in Chicago, but when can we get it at the crib?
I think it's gonna come to the house the top of the year. So I think right around the first week of January, you might be able to see this film at home. But right now, it's going to be exclusively in theaters, because that's what we've been fighting for, man. So there's a lot of markets that are still open, and they have a thing called Cinema Safe, which I'm sure is going to come to Chicago, which means that they're going in and making sure the theaters are safe for people to actually go see films. How are they doing that? Just understand, a theater that holds 300 people, they only putting 30 people in that theater. They got clean air purifiers. They got all this stuff going on. And I was like, damn, man, if y'all doing that, then I got to have my movie in the theater so people could kind of go see it. And hopefully, man, Chicago be able to get to see this movie, man. I know everybody been locked up in the house, but this pandemic is real. And we need to pay attention to it and make sure we're doing what we need to do. But you can operate safely. So I'm going to be the first person to tell you that you can operate safely in this if you pay attention to what you're doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Before we get up out of here, man, I wanted to ask you about this. Like, I know people on the gram like to post up the highlights, and then there's certain clutch shots we all hit and we just be good. But them in between times, what can you do in between, like your accolades or you working to your next level? What can you do in between that time?
Man, I think it's important for everybody to really understand that, you know, highlights are highlights in your life. You know what I mean? If you play ball before, you only gonna get that highlight once every, 2-3 games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to show that, man. But the reality is, are you really working, man? Like, are you making your shots? You know what I mean? So a highlight is cool, but what are you averaging? You know what I mean? And the average part of it is the work. You know, we look up to folks like, look, there are no mistakes. There's no, whether you a Michael Jordan fanatic or you a LeBron fanatic, them dudes got rings because they outworked everybody.
Yes. Right?
They didn't just wake up and be like, I'm this. Talent is cool, but hard working talent, you can't beat it. So for everybody that's out there, that's an artist, musician, filmmaker, writer, someone, DJ, whatever, on-air person, whatever, you got to work at this, man. We got this whole problem where we think we could just show up, and because we got that light, we like, oh yeah, they go, oh. At some point, you're going to get to a point where somebody going to have that same light, but they didn't outwork you. And I'm just telling you, in between, work hard, man. Be serious about your craft, man. We only here for a little bit of time. And while you here, like, what are you doing? What are you delivering? Life is precious, man. And we got to make sure that we understand that we've been programmed to almost programmed to be like our life don't mean nothing. And right now, your life means everything, man. You are moving the culture every day just by being you. That's how important you are. You move the pulse of the country, right? Hip hop, you move the pulse of the country. Artists, you move they are watching what we do, and they are taking that and monetizing that. So y'all got to make sure y'all be safe out there, man. I love Chicago, man. It's my home, and just want to make sure we keep spreading love, man, and being the OGs that we supposed to be, and telling these kids out here, man, we need y'all, man. Y'all the future.
Absolutely, brother. With Deon Taylor, man, straight from GI, hometown, Chicago land, whatever you want to call it. He from the crib. Y'all go check out Fatale. If it comes to theater, make sure y'all go see it 2 or 3 times. And if it come back to the house, make sure you keep restreaming it so we can keep that money coming. Because that's the only way we can keep this thing going is if we keep the money in the family and keep this thing rolling, man. So
that's it, brother, man. Thank you so much, man. And yo, Merry Christmas, man. Be safe. I love you, man. And thank you for all the time we didn't have, man. Straight up.
Absolutely. You as well, my brother. Peace and blessings to your family as well. Thank you again.
All right. Speak soon.
Yes, sir.
Power 92.3 FM.